What is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Just a Vision. It is your girl and yo daddy here, Jeff Golliher, and I'm back with another mother freaking video. Alright guys, yes, welcome back to my channel. It is so good to be back. Today is Wednesday, so you know what that means. Happy hump day! But not only is it hump day, today is April 1st. So that means it is also April Fool's Day. So happy April Fool's Day to everybody. Now, if you are out there planning on pranking people, don't do anything that's supposed to be serious, like being pregnant or, you know, losing a loved one or whatever the case is, because that's not funny. Don't try to pull those things. Do something that's actually worthwhile being funny, something that you could post online and not have people talk crap about you because you did something that wasn't funny. So go out there and do something that's actually funny. I can tell you that I did not prank anybody today, but that's only because I'm not the best prankster. I'm not Jessica the prankster. I tried to prank Des like last week. I don't know if you guys checked out my other YouTube channel, but I tried to scare her with a giant teddy bear. It did not work out the way I had planned it to, but it was okay for the most part. If I do want to become a prankster, I could potentially. I just have to put in the hard work and the dedication, and I can do anything and be anything I want to be. Right, guys? Right? But anyways, that's besides the point. You guys know that before I get into the video, I usually show you guys my outfit, but I'm in the car again and I would be all discombobulated. Anyways, it's not anything too crazy. It's literally just this Nike ball cap that I threw on, this wife beater, and no, I do not beat on female. You guys know I love my women. And then I threw on some, I think, jogger type things, sweatpant type things, I don't even know, some black socks. And of course, I had to throw on the matching thing right here. I did have Des's jacket on earlier, but let's just say coming out into the car with all black on was very hot, so I took it off. But, you know, screenshot. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. Actually, screenshot. But anyways, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so by today's title / topic of the video, it is basically moving through fear, or tips on how to move through your fears. And you guys know, for the most part, I'm a pretty happy person. I like to spread the peace, love, and positivity wherever I go, as well as giving you guys the motivation and the inspiration to not let anyone or any situation get to you, no matter how big or how small it is, whether it's good or bad. I tell you guys all the time not to let these situations, and as well as letting these people who are coming in and out of your life, stop you from living your life to the fullest. Don't let these people stop you from going after your goals, going after your dreams, spreading your peace, love, and positivity everywhere, and honestly just living your life to the fullest. But I know that a lot of us have fears that we are afraid to accept or believe or admit, or whatever the case is. We have a lot of fears within ourselves that we don't want to let the world know about. And it might not just be, you know, one person or people that are stopping you from living your life to the fullest. It might be you that's stopping you from living your life to the fullest because you have these fears that you haven't taken care of. A lot of our fears that we have come from our early childhood years in life, whether it be abandonment issues because, you know, your parents left you, whether it be, you know, love issues because nobody has ever truly loved you the way that a person is supposed to be loved, whether it be by your family, your friends, or a significant other, as well as, you know, being able to live life how other people live it. Maybe you're afraid of, you know, just meeting the wrong people, having the wrong friends in life. I don't know what you're afraid of, but a lot of us have fears that we don't want to believe, we don't want to accept, because we don't want to let the fear rule our lives. But once we, you know, don't let our fears be out, then we're basically letting fear run our lives, because we don't sit there and we don't talk about it, we don't admit it, we don't figure out ways to stop letting the fear run our lives. We continue to just be afraid, frantic, and we're afraid of, you know, going out there. Fear can and does stop us from, you know, being ourselves, speaking our truths, going for what we really want in life. Fear is a big component from us not being able to live our lives how we truly want to live it. and I know that for a fact. And like I said, I'm a pretty happy person for the most part, and I like to spread the peace, love, and positivity wherever I go and give you guys motivation, but at the same time, I still have fears, and I wanted to work on them. The last few days, I've been pretty upset about, I don't even know what, honestly. I've been pretty emotional and pretty mood swingy. Maybe it's because Mother Nature, has arrived right around the corner, but then again, I still was like, okay, why is this happening? And so I'm like, okay, I gotta sit down and think about this stuff to myself. So I thought about it, and I just want to be able to live my life, carefree. I want to live my life fearless. I don't want to be able to let the fear stop me from living my life to the fullest. And so I figured, making this video and giving you guys tips could potentially help you guys out in the long run. And through my spiritual awakening journey that I've talked to you guys about plenty times before, I've been, doing a lot of learning, a lot of reading, a lot of research, and a lot of the books I've been reading are about living your life to the fullest, going after the goals and dreams that you really want to go after, moving through fear, and just being able to know that we are all loved no matter what. And throughout this video, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information and a little bit of tips that I've learned throughout the book that I was reading, Moving Through Fear. Now, that book is more of on a spiritual side of, this whole thing. Now, I know that a lot of people aren't religious and a lot of people aren't spiritual, which is perfectly fine. This video and these tips that I'm going to give you, they're just tips that if you really just want to change your life for the better, you can use them. Like I said, it doesn't have to be in a spiritual sense, but some of the ideas that I have for myself and that I'm going to give you guys are spiritual and what I've learned on how to use my spiritual instincts on moving through fear. But for the most part, these are just, quick tips that I found online that were quick, useful, and easy for you guys to follow through if you really wanted to change your life for the better, if you really wanted to stop living your life being afraid of, people trying to love you, being afraid of having friends, being afraid of going after your goals, going after your dreams. These tips could definitely help you out in the long run. I can say that I tried them out and they are definitely helping me. A lot of the other stuff that I've been trying out with, my spirituality and my spiritual growth and all that, that's also helping as well. But I do think that for the most part, these tips are very, very helpful if you do want to change your life for the better. You're tired of living under a rock. You're tired of being afraid of everything in life. I think these tips are very, very, very useful. And like I said, I have started to use them and they are definitely helping me out. So, to begin with, we shall learn that there's nothing wrong with being scared. There's also nothing wrong with, trying to be willing to lean into our fears with our vulnerability and our boldness. And we can literally transform our lives. We can literally transform our lives and we can have a life full of growth and fulfillment once we are able to get through our fears, guys. So, tip number 1 says to admit it. Acknowledge your fear, tell the truth about it, and be real. When we feel scared and are willing to admit with a sense of empathy and compassion for ourselves, it can often take the edge off and give us a little breathing room to begin with. So basically, what I wrote was that we have to analyze our fears. We have to see where our fears came from. And so when I was in the bathtub the other day, I was just laying there and I'm like, I want to be able to live a carefree life. I want to be able to not be afraid anymore, not be afraid of love, not be afraid of, actually going after things and having faith in the universe and having faith in God and knowing that everything will be okay. So I had Des bring me in my little notebook and a pen, and I just started writing down all the fears that I believed that I had. And then I was like, okay, why do I have this fear? And then I took it a step further and I analyzed each of our fears. Because like I said before, a lot of our fears come from like our childhood years and we don't want to admit it. We just want to, push it behind us, which we can, but maybe we should, talk it out first and then be able to just push it behind us and let it go so it doesn't, ruin our lives and it doesn't interfere with what we're trying to do. So basically, I wrote all my fears down, like where did it come from? Was it trauma that happened in my childhood years? Was it a tragedy or whatever the case was? I wrote it down. Why do I think I have this fear? And I talked to myself about it. I asked myself questions and I wanted to expand my mind and look at other points and views and other perspectives of the situation. So basically, admitting your fears is the first step to realizing that you want to become better, you want to live a carefree life. Figure out where these fears came from. Why do you have these fears? And what can you do to change that fear? What can you do to be able to start letting go of your fears and living your life how you truly want to live it? A life where we are all, just wanting to have a content, happy, fearless life and have faith in the universe, because we all have a birthright to live that life and have everything in life that we have ever wanted and ever dreamt of. But we actually have to have faith in the universe, faith in God, and faith in whatever higher power that you believe in, that we will get to that point. Okay, so number 2, guys, says to own it. So basically, take responsibility for your fears and own it as yours and not someone else's, because often we have a tendency to blame others for doing or saying something to scare us. So a lot of our fears we have maybe from, we blame other people. I mean, yes, it could be potentially from, other people, as in our parents not showing us the love that we have deserved or that we needed. Maybe it's our parents abandoning us, or maybe it's somebody making fun of us, telling us that we aren't able to live our lives to the fullest, or that we're never going to be good enough. We can own up to these fears and tell ourselves, these are just thoughts that have attached to my mind. These are just thoughts that the outside world brought upon me. This is not who I truly am. We have to own up to it and know that we potentially let these fears stick with us. We build this barrier around us. We built this shield around us, and everything negative that has ever happened in our lives, everything toxic that ever happened in our life, we let it stay in that shield, and we aren't able to break free because we're afraid. So we have to own up to it. Know that no one else can make us scared. Nobody else can make us scared. They can tell us things that could be scary, but only within ourselves are we able to truly make ourselves scared. Are you going to let that scare you, or are you going to let other people try to scare you? We have that power within us to not be scared. We just have to, be able to shine and let it come out and let people know that we're not afraid. We're not afraid of what they have to say. We have to back up the responsibility and the power of our fear, and remember that it does exist within us. So we are the only ones who can change it. We can't sit back and wait for other people to come in and take our fears away from us. That's not going to happen. We can't wait for the right time, because we never know when the right time is going to be. So we have to realize that nobody else can change our lives for you. We have to understand and own up to our fears. Know that they were just limited thoughts and beliefs that we let other people bring upon our lives, and we have to be able to break free from it. Others may have hurt us, and we want to blame them, but just know that we shouldn't let what they have said to us affect us and how we want to live our lives. Number 3 is feel it. Allow yourself to feel your fear or your fears, no matter what it is. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's a fear of being loved. Maybe it's a fear of abandonment. Allow yourself to experience these feels. These fears. Not just think about it or talk about it. Feel it within your body. Allow it to come across your body. Allow you to have that abandonment feeling. Allow you to have that feeling that you can't be loved, and know that even if it's a scary and uncomfortable feeling, just like any other emotion, we have to feel it deeply and passionately. And once we feel it, it has a way of dissipating itself. It has a way of just going away on its own, because we know that we don't want to feel that way anymore. So we feel that pain, and while we think about it, we're feeling it within ourselves. Know that we don't want to feel like that anymore. So why do we keep letting this fear eat at us? If we don't want to feel like that anymore, then we don't have to let it make us feel like that anymore. We can let it go. Just feel it, and then know that this is a feeling that you don't ever want to experience. You don't want to feel like that. You don't want to be afraid anymore. So just let it go. Let the fear just dissipate into thin air. Think about how it makes you feel: scared, anxious, depressed, and know that these feelings aren't attached to you, and you don't have to be attached to them. Number 4, guys, says express it. Let it out. Speak, write, emote, move your body, yell, or do whatever you think is necessary to let yourself express this fear. For me, I like to write things down. I'm always writing things down. I'm always, either in my phone typing something about how I feel, what I'm thinking about, or I'm writing it down, because I feel like writing it down lets me feel accomplished, or it lets me feel like a sense of, not really accomplished, a sense of relief. I just let it out. I'm just letting out my fears. I'm letting out why it's, occurring, or why I think it occurred. I'm letting it out. It's a similar feeling, like I said, to any other emotion with intensity. When we express our emotions, when they move right through us, and we can repress our feelings and our emotions, and they get stuck and can become debilitating and dangerous. There are many ways that we can cope with our fears. A lot of people like to dance, a lot of people like to rap, a lot of people like to sing, but we have to find ways of coping with these fears. Find ways to not let them, run our lives anymore. Keeping everything bottled up is not good. It's not good. So if you have the chance to let it out, guys. Don't let these fears keep you bottled up and letting you live this life where you're afraid to go after what you truly, truly desire and want in life. Don't let these bottled up fears keep you from living your life to the fullest. Number 5, let it go. Now this one, guys, is definitely a lot easier said than done, and most people know that things in life are easier said than done. You actually have to put action behind your words, because actions speak louder than words. You can sit there and tell yourself you want to become a better person, but if you don't put in the effort, you don't put in the action, nothing's going to happen. You can tell yourself that you want to become skinnier, you want to become healthier, but if you don't put in the action behind it, then you aren't going to become that person that you want to become. So it's definitely easier said than done. Letting go, once we are able to, becomes much easier for us to own it, admit it, feel it, and express it. Letting go is a conscious decision. It's a conscious choice. It's not a form of denial. It's not saying, oh, I have these fears, but I'm letting them go. I'm pushing them behind me. I don't have them. I'm just saying that they're not there. Letting go is admitting that you have them, understanding why you have them, where they came from, and how you were able to let them go and move past them and not let them continue to run your life anymore. Not letting them continue to block out the things in life that you truly desire. Love, accomplishment, success, blessings, miracles, good health, whatever the case is. We can't keep letting these fears stop us, so we have to be able to let them go. And once we're able, or once we have allowed ourselves the time to work through our fears, we can then declare that we are choosing to let go of our fear or our fears. We can say, I'm choosing to let go of my fear and my fears, and I want to use this energy in a positive way. It doesn't matter what positive way it is. You can start working out, you can start, singing, dancing, spreading the peace, love, and positivity wherever you go, spreading kindness. It doesn't matter, but spread it in a positive way. Use your energy from all the fears that you had and use it in a positive way, whether it to be changing your life for the better or doing something that truly makes you happy. Take that energy that you had that was wasted on all your fears and use it for something useful in a positive way. Once you become aware of your fears, and when they start to pop up in your head, acknowledge them, be aware, and then let them go. Let them go like a beautiful white cloud passing by in the sky. Let them go and know that they are not attached to you, and then try to live in the present moment. Try your best to live in the present moment and be grateful for everything in life that you've ever had and ever will have. And know that you have the birthright to live your life how you want to live it. You have a birthright to have all your miracles and blessings in a timely manner. Number 6 says to visualize the positive outcomes that you desire in your life. So you want to think about it, speak it out loud, write it down, or even close your eyes and visualize how you want things to be, and more importantly, how you want to feel. Through my spiritual awakening, I have watched a lot of videos on how to manifest the things in life that you want, and Aaron Doughty has a good view of how to just let go of all your fears. Stop letting them rule your life. Stop letting your fears block you from living your life how you want to live it. Try to manifest the things in life that you want. Just know that positivity equals positivity. What you put out into the world is what you're going to receive back to yourself. So if you're going to spread the peace, love, and positivity everywhere, you're going to get peace, love, and positivity back. If you bless other people, you're going to get your blessings back. So manifest the things in life that you want. Know that whatever you put into the universe, you are going to receive back. So visualize all your positive outcomes. You're out there spreading the peace, love, and positivity to everyone. So you're going to have peace, love, and positivity in your life as well. Manifest the things in life that you want. Know that you are able to achieve them. You are allowed to have them. It is your birthright to have everything in life that you've ever wanted, that you've ever desired. It is your birthright to feel successful, to reach your destiny, to know that you can have whatever it is in life that you want, guys. So if it is something that is, specific, like your work, a relationship, or money, if that's a fear that you're afraid of and you're trying to work on it, visualize it being the way that you want it to be. Maybe you get that girl that you want to date. Maybe you get that promotion at work. But know that as long as you have faith, you have trust and belief in the universe, in yourself, and in God, and whatever higher power that you believe in, that you will receive everything in life that you've ever wanted, because you are allowed to have it. Allow yourself to feel it, allow yourself to have it, and know that you are capable of having everything that you've ever wanted. Try doing meditation. Try setting your intentions, knowing that the law of attraction, positivity equals positivity, negativity equals negativity. Use manifestation to try to gather the things in life that you've ever wanted. And this one is the biggest one. Number 7, take action. Be willing to take that next bold and courageous act, even if you're still feeling nervous, even if your legs are shaking, if your voice quivers. That doesn't and shouldn't stop you from trying and saying what's on your mind, taking that risk and seeing what other opportunities are out there for you. Don't let your fears stop you from taking action, of making a request of something that you truly want in life, trying something new, or even being bold in a small or a big way. Don't let these fears stop you. Take action and know that doing just this, taking these small little steps, whether they're a big step in mankind or a small step in mankind, everybody heals differently. Everybody goes through growth processes differently. Know that just doing this and taking the time that you need is building your confidence and allowing you to be able to move through your fears. Tell yourself that you are tired of being scared. You're tired of hiding behind a wall, hiding under that rock. Tell yourself that you don't want to feel that way anymore. So take action, take the initiative to work better and do better. Put in the motivation, put in the effort, put in the action, and tell yourself, I'm tired of living my life like that. I don't want to live it like that anymore. So I'm going to take the next step, whether it be by, going to counseling, doing therapy, doing journaling, whatever it does to help you keep yourself in track of moving through your fears and not letting them continue to come back into your life and stop you from going after that happy, content, and good life that you truly want to have. So with all that being said, guys, I have a couple quotes before the end of the video. So the first quote says, most people are paralyzed by fear. Overcome it and take charge of your life and your world. Like I said before, so many of us are so afraid of living our life to the fullest because we're afraid of our fears that we have gained as a child. We use our childhood fears to stop us from living our lives to the fullest. We use our fears from stopping us from, making that commitment of love, going after that next step in a job, or going after that promotion, or going after whatever it is in life that you want. Many of us are afraid, and many of us are paralyzed by that. But if you don't want to live life like that anymore, you actually want to be happy, you want to be content, you want to live that birthright life that we were all given since before we were born, then go for it. Stop letting this fear or these fears paralyze your life. Stop letting them block you from going after what you truly want and desire in life. And take that next step and initiative and tell yourself, I'm going to acknowledge them, I'm going to own up to them, I'm going to feel them, express them, and I'm going to let them go, and I'm going to make sure that I can move through them no matter what, and I'm not letting anyone or any other situation stop me from moving through my fears, because this is what I desire. I know that God and Jesus Christ, or whatever higher power is in my life, they are giving me faith, they are giving me courage, and they are steering me in the direction of life that I'm supposed to be going into, because like I said, we each have our own birthright to live our lives how we truly want to live it, to reach our destiny, and to know that we are able to have everything in life that we've ever wanted. And the last quote says, fear is nothing more than an obstacle that stands in the way of progress. In overcoming fear, we can move forward and we can become stronger and wiser within ourselves, which is so true. Fear are just small little obstacles that are stopping us from reaching our full destiny, stopping us from reaching our full potential, and we shouldn't let that stand in the way anymore. If we want that beautiful family, if we want to become that chef, if we want to travel the world, or we want to start that organization, it is our birthright to have everything in life that we've ever dreamt of, that we've ever desired. But we can't keep letting these little obstacles, these little fears from whatever happened to us in our childhood stop us. But once we are able to overcome them, we can become bigger, better, and stronger. We are wiser. We don't care what other people think about us anymore. We don't care what obstacles, fall into our way. We are able to overcome those tiny little obstacles. We are able to move through everything in life that it is thrown at us. Once we are able to become, bigger, better, and stronger, we're able to become, fearless and who we are meant to be. We won't let anything stop us, and we have that birthright, guys. Through my spiritual awakening, I have learned that God, and whatever higher power that you guys believe in, they gave us a birthright to live our lives how we truly want to live it. But we have to figure out how to live our lives that way, especially with the negativity and the toxic energy and all the fear that is out in the world nowadays that is trying to stop us. We have to be able to overcome it and know that we have a birthright to live our lives how we truly want to live it. And so, with that being said, guys, I really, really hope that this video gave you guys some sense of, motivation, some sense of inspiration. If you truly want to work through your fears, you're tired of living in a scary place and you want to just live life to the fullest, you want to just go out there and experience life as it is, maybe this video could help you. Let me know. Let me know if you have any other tips that could potentially help me out. I know that I'm always trying to help you guys out. Maybe you guys could help me out. I am always trying to get your guys' feedback, know what I can do to help you guys, and know what you guys can do to help me. I want to be able to have this experience with you guys and be able to help you guys go through anything in life that you're going through, whatever obstacle that you're worried about right now. I want to be that person to be able to help you get through whatever it is that you're going through, because you should be able to live your life to the fullest. You should be able to overcome your fears and not care about what anybody ever thinks about you. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, and I'll be back with more videos. Peace.